Welcome to 10 Spot Highlights, where we uncover the most fascinating top 10 lists, from ancient mysteries to groundbreaking future evolutions. Dive into the captivating stories of the past, explore unsolved enigmas, and see how history shapes our tomorrow. Don't miss out. Hit like, subscribe, and explore the rest of our videos for a journey through time and mystery. Your next adventure starts here. Welcome to 10 Spot Highlights, the channel where we uncover the mysteries, legends, and unsolved wonders of our world. Today we're diving into the spine-chilling tales of the top 10 most haunted places in the world. These locations are filled with eerie stories, ghostly apparitions, and unexplained phenomena that will send shivers down your spine. Stick around until the end because number one on our list is a place so terrifying it's often called Hell on Earth. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our thrilling top 10 lists. Let us know in the comments if you've ever visited a haunted place or had a paranormal experience. We'd love to hear your stories. 1. The Tower of London, England. The Tower of London stands as one of the most iconic landmarks in England. However, beneath its historical splendor lies a chilling past. Constructed in 1066 by William the Conqueror, the tower has been a site of imprisonment, torture, and execution for centuries. Its dark history has given rise to countless ghost stories, making it one of the most haunted places in the world. The most famous apparition linked to the tower is that of Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry VIII, who met a tragic end in 1536. Accused of treason and adultery, Anne was executed on the Tower Green. Her ghost, often seen wandering the halls with her severed head tucked under her arm, has been reported by guards and visitors alike. The macabre sight has terrified those who have encountered it, but it's not the only haunting. The princes in the tower add another layer of mystery and sorrow. These two young boys, Edward V and Richard of Shrewsbury, were the rightful heirs to the throne, but vanished in 1483. Many believe their uncle, Richard III, orchestrated their disappearance. Their spirits are said to haunt the tower, manifesting as shadowy figures or faint, sorrowful whispers heard late at night. The lingering question of their fate has kept their story alive for centuries. Another chilling tale is that of Lady Jane Grey, the 9 Days Queen. Her ghost is said to appear on the anniversary of her execution. Guards have reported inexplicable cold spots and a profound sense of dread in certain areas of the tower, particularly near the infamous Bloody Tower. Even the ravens, which are said to protect the crown and the tower itself, are rumored to act strangely in the presence of unseen forces. Visitors frequently report disembodied voices, sudden cold drafts, and the sound of footsteps echoing through the ancient stone corridors. The tower's history, filled with betrayal, murder, and despair, seems to have left an indelible mark on its walls, ensuring that its ghostly residents will never rest. What do you think? Would you dare to explore the Tower of London at night? Let us know in the comments. 2. Aokigahara Forest, Japan, Suicide Forest. Nestled at the base of Mount Fuji, Aokigahara Forest is a place of haunting beauty and eerie silence. Known as the Suicide Forest, it has earned a dark reputation as a hotspot for those seeking to end their lives. The dense forest, with its labyrinthine pathways and unnerving stillness, creates an unsettling atmosphere that many find deeply disturbing. Aokigahara's connection to death is not merely modern, it is steeped in centuries of folklore. Japanese legends tell of yurei, ghostly spirits who wander the earth due to unresolved pain or tragedy. Locals claim these spirits roam Aokigahara, their presence felt in the shadows and heard in faint, sorrowful whispers that seem to emerge from nowhere. The lack of wildlife in the forest, an anomaly attributed to the thick canopy and unique volcanic soil, amplifies its ghostly silence, making every sound, even the snap of a twig, seem amplified. The forest's grim reputation was solidified in the mid-20th century, as the number of suicides within its borders began to climb. Signs now dot the pathways, urging visitors to reconsider their actions and seek help. Despite these efforts, Aokigahara remains an ominous magnet for those haunted by despair, and its twisted trees seem to hold on to the sorrow of countless souls. Visitors brave enough to explore Aokigahara often describe harrowing experiences. Some feel an unshakable sense of being watched, as though unseen eyes track their every move. Others report hearing phantom footsteps or distant cries, despite being entirely alone. A few have even encountered strange objects left behind, letters, photographs, or personal belongings, heartbreaking remnants of those who came before. Paranormal investigators regard Aokigahara as a spiritual epicenter, where the energy of those who died tragically lingers heavily in the air. Theories suggest that this accumulation of grief and loss has created a psychic scar on the land. Skeptics argue that these feelings are due to the forest's natural isolation and the psychological impact of its grim reputation. Still, for many, the supernatural sensations are undeniable. Explorers must also contend with the forest's treacherous landscape. The ground, formed from ancient lava flows, is uneven and riddled with caverns, making navigation a challenge. Even modern GPS devices are said to fail within its borders, adding to the forest's mystique. Many who stray from marked paths find themselves disoriented, unable to find their way back. 3. Chateau de Brissac, France. Tucked away in the Loire Valley of France, the Chateau de Brissac is a breathtaking example of Renaissance architecture, with its soaring towers and elegant design. But behind its picturesque facade lies a chilling secret. Known as the home of the Green Lady, this castle has earned its reputation as one of the most haunted locations in France. The legend of the Green Lady dates back to the 15th century, when Charlotte de Brézé, the illegitimate daughter of King Charles VII, met a tragic fate within the chateau's walls. She was married to Jacques de Brézé, who discovered her infidelity and, in a fit of rage, murdered both her and her lover. It is said that her spirit has never left the castle, her tragic story woven into its very foundation. The Green Lady's name comes from her ghostly appearance. She is often seen wearing a green dress. But what truly terrifies those who encounter her is not her attire, but her face. Described as hollowed, gaping, and otherworldly, her visage serves as a haunting reminder of her violent death. Her presence is most often felt in the tower room where she was killed, and many visitors report an overwhelming sense of sorrow and dread as they approach. The chateau is also notorious for its eerie sounds. Guests and staff have reported hearing disembodied voices, whispers, and faint moaning throughout the night. The sounds are particularly frequent in the early hours, adding to the castle's unsettling atmosphere. Some have even claimed to hear footsteps echoing down the grand corridors, only to find themselves alone when they turn to look. Beyond the Green Lady, shadowy figures have been spotted in various parts of the castle, vanishing into thin air before startled witnesses can comprehend what they've seen. Other paranormal phenomena include sudden drops in temperature, the inexplicable sensation of being watched, and the flickering of lights or candles without any apparent cause. Despite its haunted reputation, the Chateau de Brissac remains a popular destination for visitors drawn by its beauty and mystery. The juxtaposition of its grandeur and its ghostly history creates an experience that is both enchanting and unnerving. For those brave enough to stay overnight, the castle offers a unique glimpse into a world where history and the supernatural intertwine. What about you? Would you dare to walk the halls of the Chateau de Brissac and face the Green Lady? Share your thoughts below. 4. Banff Springs Hotel, Canada. Nestled amidst the majestic Canadian Rockies, the Banff Springs Hotel is a luxurious retreat that has captivated visitors for over a century. But beyond its stunning views and world-class amenities lies a darker, more mysterious side. Known as the Castle in the Rockies, the hotel is said to be haunted by several restless spirits, making it a hotspot for ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts. The most famous of these spirits is the Ghost Bride, a tragic figure whose story dates back to the early 1900s. As the tale goes, a young bride tragically lost her life on her wedding day. While descending the grand staircase in her flowing gown, she either tripped on her train or was startled by a sudden flare of the candles, causing her to fall to her death. Since then, numerous guests and staff members have reported seeing her ghostly figure. She is often described as a beautiful woman in a white dress, sometimes seen gliding gracefully across the ballroom floor, as if reliving the happiest day of her life. But the Ghost Bride is not the only spectral resident of the Banff Springs Hotel. The spirit of Sam Macaulay, a former bellman who worked at the hotel during the mid-20th century, is another well-known presence. Sam was known for his dedication and friendly demeanor, and it seems he hasn't quite checked out. Guests often report encounters with a helpful man in a vintage uniform who assists them with their luggage before vanishing without a trace. There are also whispers of Room 873, a room so infamous that it was reportedly sealed off to prevent further hauntings. Legends say that a family was murdered in the room, and while the physical evidence was cleaned away, the spiritual residue remained. Guests who stayed there before it was closed often reported terrifying experiences, including bloody handprints appearing on mirrors and disembodied cries echoing in the night. Throughout the hotel, there are frequent reports of cold spots, flickering lights, and phantom footsteps. Some visitors have even described waking up to the feeling of someone sitting on their bed, only to find the room empty. The juxtaposition of the hotel's opulence with these unsettling occurrences makes it a uniquely eerie destination. Despite its haunted reputation, the Banff Springs Hotel continues to welcome guests from around the world. For some, the allure of its paranormal stories only adds to the charm of staying in such a historic and mysterious place. Would you spend the night at the Banff Springs Hotel, or is its ghostly reputation enough to keep you away? Let us know in the comments. 5. Poveglia Island, Italy. Off the coast of Venice, Poveglia Island sits shrouded in mist and mystery. Known as the Island of No Return, its dark history has earned it the reputation of being one of the most haunted places in the world. Over the centuries, Poveglia has served as a quarantine station for plague victims, a dumping ground for the dead, and a psychiatric asylum. The cumulative weight of its tragic past has left an indelible mark, creating an atmosphere that many describe as oppressive and sinister. During the Black Plague in the 14th century, Poveglia became a place of exile for those infected. Thousands were sent to the island to die, their bodies burned in massive pyres that darkened the skies for days. The ash from these fires mixed with the soil, giving the island a macabre distinction. Its ground is said to consist of 50% human remains. Locals still speak of hearing the anguished cries of plague victims carried on the wind, a chilling reminder of the island's grim history. In the 20th century, Poveglia served as a mental asylum, and it is here that some of the most disturbing stories originate. Patients reportedly suffered cruel and inhumane treatments, including lobotomies performed by a sadistic doctor. According to legend, the doctor himself went mad, haunted by the very spirits of those he tormented. He eventually threw himself from the bell tower, but his death did not bring peace. Visitors often claim to hear the ringing of a bell, even though the tower has long been abandoned. Those who have dared to set foot on Poveglia report a range of paranormal experiences. Shadowy figures are frequently spotted darting between the crumbling buildings. Others describe hearing whispers and disembodied voices, or feeling an unseen force pushing or tugging at them. Paranormal investigators who have visited the island report an overwhelming sense of dread, as if they are being watched by countless unseen eyes. The island's eerie silence, broken only by the sound of waves and the occasional cry of seagulls, amplifies its haunted atmosphere. Despite its proximity to Venice, locals refuse to go near Poveglia, and fishermen avoid its waters for fear of dragging up human bones in their nets. Though it is officially off limits, Poveglia continues to attract thrill seekers and ghost hunters from around the world. Its decaying buildings, overgrown vegetation, and sinister reputation make it a place of both fascination and terror. Would you dare to explore Poveglia Island, or do its dark tales make it too frightening to visit? Share your thoughts in the comments. 6. The Stanley Hotel, USA. Perched high in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado, the Stanley Hotel is a grand and historic destination that has become synonymous with the supernatural. Made famous as the inspiration for Stephen King's The Shining, this 142-room hotel is more than just a picturesque getaway. It's a hub of ghostly activity that attracts paranormal enthusiasts and thrill seekers alike. The Stanley's ghostly reputation begins with its founder, Freeland Oscar Stanley, who built the hotel in 1909 after recovering from tuberculosis in the crisp mountain air. Though he passed away in 1940, many guests and staff members claim that his spirit never left. His ghost is often seen in the hotel's billiard room and bar, dressed in formal attire, as if ensuring his beloved establishment remains in perfect order. One of the most infamous haunted areas is room 217, where Stephen King himself stayed. During his visit in 1974, King reportedly experienced a vivid and terrifying dream of his young son being chased through the corridors. The experience inspired him to write The Shining, cementing the hotel's legacy in pop culture. Guests who stay in room 217 often report unexplained phenomena, including flickering lights, moving objects, and the sensation of being touched by unseen hands. The hotel's concert hall is another hotbed of paranormal activity. Staff and visitors have reported hearing piano music emanating from the hall, despite it being empty. Some believe this is the work of Mrs. Stanley, Freeland's wife, who was an accomplished pianist in life and continues to play in the afterlife. Perhaps the most unsettling stories come from the 4th floor, which was once the attic where children and nannies stayed. Guests frequently hear the sound of children laughing and running through the halls, despite there being no children present. Shadows and orbs of light have also been captured in photographs, adding to the building's eerie allure. Even skeptics find themselves unnerved by the hotel's atmosphere. The Stanley's remote location, surrounded by dense forests and rugged mountains, adds to its air of isolation. Combined with its rich history and numerous reports of paranormal activity, it's no wonder the hotel is considered one of the most haunted places in America. Would you dare to spend a night at the Stanley Hotel, or is its chilling legacy too much to handle? Let us know in the comments. 7. Hoia Baciu Forest, Romania, dubbed the Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania. Hoia Baciu Forest is a place where the natural world and the paranormal collide. Located near the city of Cluj-Napoca, this eerie woodland is infamous for its bizarre phenomena, including UFO sightings, ghostly apparitions, and inexplicable physical symptoms experienced by visitors. The forest's haunted reputation dates back to the 1960s, when biologist Alexandru Sift captured photographs of mysterious flying objects hovering over the trees. Since then, Hoia Baciu has become a magnet for UFO enthusiasts, who believe the area serves as a portal to another dimension. Witnesses often describe seeing bright lights, strange craft, and even humanoid figures emerging from the dense foliage. But extraterrestrial activity is just one facet of the forest's mystery. Visitors frequently report hearing disembodied voices and laughter, feeling an overwhelming sense of unease, or experiencing sudden nausea and headaches. Some have even claimed to lose track of time or emerge from the forest with no memory of what happened. One of the most peculiar features of Hoia Baciu is the circle, a perfectly round clearing where nothing grows. Despite numerous scientific studies, no one has been able to explain why this patch of land remains barren. Many believe it to be a focal point of the forest's supernatural energy, with some claiming to see ghostly figures or glowing orbs hovering within the circle. Legends surrounding the forest tell of villagers who vanished without a trace and shepherds who entered with their flocks, never to return. These tales, combined with the forest's unsettling atmosphere, have earned it a reputation as one of the most haunted places in the world. Despite, or perhaps because of, its eerie reputation, Hoia Baciu attracts adventurers, paranormal investigators, and curious tourists from around the globe. Its dark, twisted trees and thick fog create an almost otherworldly setting that feels like stepping into a horror movie. Would you explore the Hoia Baciu forest, or does its chilling legend make you think twice? Share your thoughts in the comments. 8. Eastern State Penitentiary, USA, located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The Eastern State Penitentiary is a massive castle-like prison with a sinister reputation. Once home to some of the most notorious criminals in history, including bank robber Willie Sutton and mob boss Al Capone, the penitentiary is now infamous for its chilling ghost stories and paranormal activity. Built in 1829, Eastern State was revolutionary for its time, designed to emphasize solitude and penitence. Inmates were confined to small, isolated cells, each equipped with a skylight that was meant to remind them of the eye of God. However, this system of solitary confinement often drove prisoners to madness, creating an atmosphere of despair and suffering that many believe still lingers today. Reports of hauntings date back to the early 20th century. Visitors and staff have described hearing eerie whispers, footsteps, and even screams echoing through the crumbling cell blocks. One of the most haunted areas is cell block 12, where shadowy figures are frequently spotted. Another hotspot is cell block 4, known for its ghostly laughter. One of the most chilling stories comes from Al Capone's cell. While incarcerated, Capone reportedly experienced intense paranormal activity, claiming to hear the ghostly cries of one of his victims, James Clark, who was killed during the infamous St. Valentine's Day massacre. The penitentiary's imposing architecture adds to its haunting allure. The long, dimly lit corridors, decaying walls, and rusting iron bars create an atmosphere of desolation and fear. Ghost hunters and paranormal investigators flock to the site, armed with equipment to capture evidence of its supernatural residents. Many emerge with chilling accounts of unexplainable phenomena, including cold spots, disembodied voices, and inexplicable movements caught on camera. Despite its eerie reputation, Eastern State Penitentiary is a popular destination for history buffs and thrill seekers. The annual Terror Behind the Walls event, a haunted house attraction held within the prison, draws thousands of visitors eager to experience its dark history firsthand. Would you brave the haunted halls of Eastern State Penitentiary, or does its ghostly reputation make you think twice? Let us know in the comments. 9. The Myrtles Plantation, USA, nestled in St. Francisville, Louisiana. The Myrtles Plantation is a picturesque antebellum estate with a dark and haunted history. Dubbed one of America's most haunted homes, the plantation is said to be the site of numerous ghostly encounters, many linked to the tragedies that unfolded within its walls. Built in 1796 by General David Bradford, the Myrtles Plantation has seen its share of sorrow and violence. One of the most enduring legends involves Chloe, an enslaved woman who was reportedly executed after poisoning the family's children. Her ghost, often described as a woman wearing a green turban, is said to roam the property, her presence accompanied by the scent of perfume. Another chilling story centers on the mirror in the main hallway. Visitors claim to see handprints and faces appear in the glass, believed to be the spirits of Sarah Woodruff and her children, who were poisoned by Chloe. Despite efforts to clean the mirror, these ghostly impressions persist, adding to the plantation's eerie mystique. The Myrtles Plantation is also home to other spectral residents, including a soldier who appears on the veranda, a young girl who plays on the grand staircase, and the phantom of William Winter, a former owner who was fatally shot on the property. Winter's ghost is said to reenact his final moments, staggering up the staircase before collapsing on the 17th step. Guests and staff frequently report unexplainable phenomena, such as furniture moving on its own, mysterious footsteps, and sudden cold drafts. Some even claim to capture apparitions in photographs, further fueling the plantation's reputation as a paranormal hotspot. The estate's haunting beauty and chilling stories have made it a popular destination for ghost hunters and tourists alike. Its combination of southern charm and supernatural activity creates an unforgettable experience for those brave enough to visit. Would you spend a night at the Myrtles plantation, or do its ghostly tales make you think twice? Share your thoughts below. The Island of the Dolls, Mexico, hidden in the canals of Xochimilco near Mexico City. The Island of the Dolls, Isla de las Muñecas, is a chilling and surreal place that captivates visitors with its haunting atmosphere. The island's eerie allure comes from the hundreds of dolls and doll parts hanging from trees, their decaying faces and hollow eyes creating a macabre sight. The legend of the Island of the Dolls began with Don Julian Santana Barrera, a recluse who lived on the island in the mid-20th century. According to local lore, Julian discovered the body of a young girl who had drowned in the canal. Shortly after, he found a doll floating nearby and hung it on a tree to honor her spirit. However, he soon believed that the girl's ghost was haunting him, and he began collecting dolls to appease her restless soul. Over the years, Julian hung hundreds of dolls around the island, each one adding to its eerie ambiance. Some dolls are missing limbs, others are covered in cobwebs, and many have unsettling expressions that seem to follow visitors. Despite his efforts, Julian claimed to hear whispers and footsteps at night, believing the spirits were not satisfied. In a chilling twist, Julian himself drowned in the same canal where he found the young girl, leading many to believe that her spirit claimed him. Today, the island remains a haunting tribute to his obsession, with visitors reporting strange occurrences such as the dolls' eyes moving, their heads turning, and whispers coming from the trees. The Island of the Dolls has become a popular destination for paranormal enthusiasts and curious tourists. Its unique and disturbing atmosphere makes it a place like no other, combining tragedy, mystery, and the macabre. Would you explore the Island of the Dolls, or does its eerie legend make you think twice? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for joining us on this spine-chilling journey through the top 10 most haunted places in the world. From the ghostly halls of the Tower of London to the eerie Island of the Dolls, these locations remind us of the thin veil between our world and the unknown. Which of these haunted places intrigued you the most? Have you visited any of them, or do you plan to? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another thrilling top 10 list. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the mysteries of the world. Thanks for watching 10 Spot Highlights, where the past, present, and future collide in our top 10 lists. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to join us on more fascinating adventures through time and mystery. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned. There's so much more to uncover in our next video. See you soon.